Generic greetings and welcome to Space Haven. Today's beverage is a nice cup of lemon tea, very tasty indeed. So Space Haven is a spaceship building and exploration game. You have to build your spaceship literally tile by tile and fill it with everything you need to survive to keep the inside in and the outside very much out. It's a game where you have to deal with power generation, temperature and pressure simulation. You will obviously explore space and mine and encounter all manner of aliens and beasties. It's a game I'm not that familiar with. I did do a preview back in May 2020, and although I quite enjoyed it, I found it was in an early access state that I would not want to put a huge amount of time into it, and I didn't. I think I played for maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours. I can't remember the exact amount, to be honest, but I played it for a bit and I thought, yes, I'm going to leave this for a while and see how it gets on, and yeah, it's been about a year since I last really touched it, so I thought I would jump back in and try it. A friend has been playing it and recommended it as well, so I thought I would get back into it, and this is that. This is just me playing the game. It's not going to be a preview, me showing you anything great or any high-level strats or tips or recommendations. It's just me playing the game, so if that's what you want, then by all means stick around and such. So this is the HSS Orion. It is basically a factory floor. That's all it really is at this stage, and we have 5 crew members: Brianne, Diane, Honor, January and Lucy. We are currently doing a bit of research and also mining in this system here. We've got some carbon and some noble metals as well. The problem at the moment is that because we've just started, we're only a couple of days into the game. Yeah, it says day 21 there. We haven't really been able to do much. You start off with basically a square, and I think it's about this size, and I've extended 4 in order to put in a bedroom that's sealed off for reasons that I'll show in a moment, and some growing areas as well for different crops. And that says low CO2. Interesting. I may have to put something else in here. We've got, what's this? A gas scrubber and oxygen generator. That's actually okay now. I may have to look at that. So either way, this is the ship, and it is a factory floor. As I said, it deals with temperature and pressure and all of that good stuff. So for a start, the main problem, comfort. Because this is a factory floor, it is minus 363 comfort because of all of this industrial equipment. So people just don't like to be around it. It's greasy, it smells, it makes a racket. You just don't want to be there. But if you can see at the front here, we have comfort level 4 because of, well, actually goes up to 6 there because of the lighting and the beds there. So that's our sleeping area. So we've got that going for us, which is nice. There's our power grid, which is very, very pretty and utterly indecipherable. We have our oxygen, which is apparently 182, which is high, which is good. Good, that's fine. CO2 is in the green. We have hazardous / smoke, which we don't have any in there. You can see we've got like water vapor, which, yeah, there's some water vapor. Did not simulated that, and vents as well because you can section off your ship. You also have things like your where is it? So temperature as well. So it's all set to 21 degrees, but looks like they're having trouble because it's 19 over there, 22 there, 18 there, and then back here where there's no generation at all, we are down to 6 degrees. So we got colder parts of the ship, and it's just a bit concerning that this is saying low CO2. I guess I'd have to put, I'm guessing not a gas scrubber. Let's have a quick look over the building and then to our objects, and it will be in life support. Gas scrubber. Hazardous gas scrubber removes CO2, smoke and toxic gases from the air, produces carbon and raw chemicals, needs only electricity to operate. Do I really need one of those? I don't really want to scrub that out there. Oxygen generator produces oxygen, essential fumes to survive in a spaceship, needs water to operate. So it doesn't say CO2. So I'm guessing CO2 will just come from what we breathe. So because we've got 2 people away, maybe that's what's causing it. Who knows? This is a learning experience and the fun is in finding out. Let's go ahead and go to max speed because I just want to mine this out and then basically get to another part of the system. At the moment, the objective is to seek out the star system cluster hyperlane, basically explore. I would very much like to expand the spaceship, but in order to do that you need these hull blocks here, and I only have 5. That's why at the moment I am researching the assembler, which will allow me to build said blocks. The research tree is a lot bigger from when I last played it. As you can see, it's fairly large. You've got things like energy turrets and missile turrets, scanners, target jammers. You've got advanced optronic and quantum research, which, yeah, that's a thing, and different types of power generators, hyperdrives, robots as well. This is, I believe, update 12, I think it is called, which is recently out as of the time of recording. But there you are. So I do want to clean this up. I do want to have areas that's sectioned off that's for sort of crew habitation, then the industrial bit, and that sort of thing. But I also want to compartmentalise it as much as I can. So if we do get hull breaches, which can happen, mainly because people are shooting you, then I want to be able to at least deal with that. There you are. In terms of resources, I think I'm doing okay. Water seems to be perfectly fine. We've still got some ice there. I've actually got a gun that it's a 5.7 pistol. I should probably equip that, give that to someone and get them equipped with it. We've also got like base metals and such, and we've got this recycler as well, which will recycle scrap and turn it into stuff which we can then use. So there you are. In terms of building options, you've got things like windows, which is apparently a new thing. Would I want to put a window in here? Should I put a wall window in? Would that be cool? That would be pretty cool. Looks like you can't put it there. I'm assuming you can only be on the internal. Can it only be internal? I guess I have to remove those and then put the walls in. I do not know. Anyway, that's those. We've got different furniture. Again, a lot of this is locked behind research, you see. And toilets, life support, power generation and distribution. A composter. Ooh, that's new. So we now have a composter. Well, I would very much like to place it, but it's also massive, so I don't think there's anywhere I can really put it. I guess I could technically put it in the middle here, but seems a bit off. And maybe putting in this tail section. Will I just be changing it? What's it do? Recycles organic waste material into water and useful materials. So you can put biomatter in it to get out fertilizer and water and carbon. And you can also put human meat in it. And a corpse. And a monster corpse. Still corpses. Right, we're going to place a composter down then, and I'm going to place it... very much like to place it here. But that means these will have to shift. That's not a problem. So move down to there. Move to there. Oh, looks like I'm going to have to shift these first. So you can see they disassemble them, and then reassemble them. Yep, that's easy enough. I'm going to put the composter there. So move the table. Move all of the chairs. And there we go. I was recently playing this. This is actually my second or third attempt at the game. And on my second attempt, it didn't entirely go that well. What happened was I went into a sort of backwater system with only one connection. And ended up destroying part of the ship, because basically what I wanted to do is put these engines here, these Hyperion hyperdrives, on the very rear of the ship. So when we go to building, we'll be able to see, like, there's our build area. So that's the size of the ship that we can make. These sections here, 1, 2, 3, these are ones where we can't build there because of, well, this is the engine trails and this is the docking part of it. So I wanted to build right to the back and put the engines at the back, and that would be my base point, because I knew that, you know, you can't build any further back. I demolished both of these, extended out, and then placed them back, and then realised that apparently either you don't get all of the resources back, or because of the expansion, most likely, I didn't have enough of these hull blocks, and consequently, I was trapped, because you need 2 of these things to move. So, yeah, that happens. It pains me to admit, but there you are. Let's get this composter in, and I'm sure this will do. I'm sure this will be brilliant at making everybody really unhappy that it's there. So, there it is. We now have a composter. So, jobs, compost, biomatter. Let's go to continuous. So, if we've got biomatter, it's going to compost it. If we've got human meat, no, monster meat. Do I really want to continuously get rid of monster corpses? Eat it at your own risk. Yeah, I think we'll say continuous. I don't want to get rid of monster corpse because I want to try and use a botany thing. Not a botany thing. A table to dissect it. You might be able to research something. And we have the CS Nightfall up here. That's just appeared, and good grief, that's a big ship. Okay, so we have banana ship, and we can hail it. So, hello there. Takes a little while, apparently. Trade allowed. New shipping sector, yes. What's this? Cannot hail operations offline. I thought we'd be able to talk to them. Oh, there we go. You are now talking to civilians. You can negotiate, declare war, trade. I'm going to go with trade. See what they have. They have hull blocks. So new trade, I want hull blocks. And, oh, dearie me, everyone, it's 201 each. That's expensive. Are they wanting human meat? They are wanting human meat. I don't know why they want human meat, but at least I can trade human meat. Trade over some of this as well. And I want more of these blocks, thank you very much. Accept, there we go. Don't know if that trade was beneficial, but yeah, I need more hull blocks. You can see now these guys are all just having a little meal there. So they've went over to our... What's this? Kitchen station. Yeah, and they've started to eat. Oh, insufficient available resources. We haven't got nuts, fruits, or synthetic meat. Interesting. These are growing. Yeah, they're all growing. It's just taking a while to grow. Okay. So I need more of those. I need more things to grow. This is, I guess, the problem with not knowing the game. Because I'm not really too sure exactly what the ratios are. But let's just see if tomorrow will be alright. It's growing loads of fruits. I don't want to stop growing. This is growing vegetables and seeds. So I probably want to expand the ship and put 2 more of these in. I think that's my plan. Is it my plan? It is my plan. So, edit. Build hull. Build out. To say there. Go. You can see they're not doing any of that at the moment because it is you have a shift pattern. So there's your crew priorities. So we've seen this a million times in games. Just priorities for them. So you've got like the highest, the lowest. And you've also got your... Where is it? Schedule. There you go. So there's your work time, which in this case is 6 in the morning to 10 at night. And you can change it to free time and work. And if you've got more crew, you can have like a 2 or even 3 shift system if you really wanted to. So there is the bot that has headed outside and is now building these things. I don't think I've left myself enough space. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, I can put them in. That is perfectly fine. So we're going to go over to food and to the bed with grow light. Oh, looks like I cannot put it in there. Right. So I need to be a little bit larger. That's fine. Don't know until you know. Now we know. Just a little bit larger there. I might make it just 1 more. And there we go. And it doesn't take long to get that built. Looks like the composter is working. Yes, it is. Compost is composting. Bad environment as well, so I'm a bit concerned about that. I know there is a CO2 generator, so I'm assuming that later on it is more beneficial to... Let's rotate that round. More beneficial to have it closed in. Critical resources low, hull block. Yep, correct. That's why I'm trying to create some more. I've got 4 left. Yeah. Oh, out of power as well. Is it just out? Oh, it's just out as well. Brilliant. Just what I wanted. Can I just move this then? Could, but what I'm going to do instead is have power, inflow power, and place it there. Just because we might expand. But then again, to be fair, if I ever do that, it wouldn't really matter too much. Because I'm going to be redoing all the power as well. So these are now in, growing, nuts and seeds, like that. And then this one. Eventually I'll start growing synthetic meats. But I'm just going to put those in for now. That should hopefully help us out. Increased risk of accidents due to damage. Interesting. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's jump the ship. So prepare for a hyper jump. That will make sure that all shuttles are docked and can't go any further. Everyone's on board. Everything's correct. Jump. Yep, there we go. And I always like get the Battlestar Galactica noise in my head. Anyway, let's go. Oh, we have a derelict over here and some mining over here. I'm very much interested in checking the derelict out. Yeah, let's go the derelict. That's what this symbol shows. And we will drop. So yeah, I'm thinking that later on it might be best to seal off the growing area and have it set so that you have a CO2 generator in there. So we need to deploy the fleet. I'm going to deploy it right over here next to this very small derelict. And there it is. But we're going to have a little bit of a look around. So let's go and check each character's skills. So you are not very good with weapons. You're not coming with me then. So you have a gun. I will draft you and I'll tell you to go to the shuttle. Honor. You must be good because you have the best rifle on the ship. And January, you also have a pistol, so you can go on there. And Lucy, you can do whatever you want. Which in this particular case is... Actually, where is Lucy? Lucy is currently sitting down doing absolutely nothing. Good. That's very useful. So this is the derelict. What we've done is told these guys to draft. They're going to go inside through the airlock, get inside, and we're going to leave. And there we go. So this drops out the bottom, and then it will head over. What's it going to do? Well, we can board wherever we want. We've got a proper airlock there, and then we've got two big holes that have been blasted into the side of it. I'm going to dock at the airlock, I think, because we don't know what we're going to find. We could find aliens, bit of combat ensues. Could find people stuck in like cryostasis pods. All manner of things. This thing reminds me of a Battlestar Galactica Raptor with a thing underneath. And I think there's some aliens there. So I'll tell them all to exit and they will start shooting. So I started blasting and I killed two aliens. So this is the ship. So you can see we don't have line of sight to it. We're having to explore. Oh, there's an alien. So I don't know what type of alien it is, but there are multiple types of aliens here. And I guess they all have one constant trait across them, is that they really don't like us. They came from in there, which is curious. So I'm actually going to go around. So you can use your little jetpacks and go that way. And there's also some... Oh, something to pick up here. So let's pick up this. Move off. Pick up the water. Anyway, we'll come back to that actually. Even more stuff to find. Oh, what's this? Credits, and lots of credits and a log data. As I said, there is a story that goes with it. You've got the apocalypse. What happens? Basically, as far as I can tell, skimming it, climate change. We have to escape and find somewhere else. And yeah, the data logs. There's us blasting away. Taking care of all those guys. I'll have a look in here. Oh, that looks like completely full. And more aliens back here. Once we've basically dealt with all of these guys, we can claim the ship. Oh, there we go. I will undraft them and undraft the pod. So they can do whatever they want now. Most likely they're going to go back home and rest. But we can salvage. So this thing, transfer. They have resources, including human meat and a slave collar. Interesting. Horrible, but interesting. Select all. Transfer to my ship. Salvage the lot. So we're going to tell them to salvage it, and that's it. They will basically take it apart brick by brick. So I've told them to come back. Critical resources at the moment are... The only thing that is low is the hull block, and obviously food as well, but we are growing more stuff. And low CO2. CO2. So we want it safe. We want it in safe levels, but higher than that, because the plants can't grow. Where is it? Gas scrubber. Remove CO2, smoke and toxic gases from the air. I mean, I could stop the gas scrubber. Is this the way to do it? that should then technically increase the CO2 because we are breathing in here. Well, I'm going to try it. Like I say, the fun's in finding out. And obviously it takes a while to go around the ship. CO2 is 1 over there. But as you can see, we've now got these pods that are going back and forward. And we've got a ship incoming. Slavers Guild. That's not ideal. Okay. Following awards are now available. Assembler. New research. A microweaver. Fibers. An X1 couch. Advanced research. Metal refineries. Autopsy table. Yeah, let's research one of those. We have a weapons console as well. But I don't know if we have any weapons. I assume we... let's have a quick look. Where would it be? Facility? Life support? Furniture? System. Weapons console. Don't even have the parts to make it. There you are. Still low CO2. It'll take a while. It'll take a while. Because that's why we'd have to seal this off. And the the SGS Search and Destroy has arrived. It has shield generator, looks to be a dock and collar, 2 big hyperdrives on the back, a gun, and they're currently relationship 9. I tell you what though, they might want to buy a slave collar. So let's have a chat. Let's have a chat. Obviously, with the relationships, you can go up and down with different factions and, you know, be more friendly with some and horrible to others, or declare war and such and just go full aggressive. I remember back when I first started playing the game, well, you can actually buy slaves and such. There's Cult of New Haven. You want to keep their collars charged with an enslavement facility, otherwise they'll try to escape. Oh, so I thought, right, if you bought a slave, you're like relinquishing them. No, but no, you actually get a slave. I know you can have prisoners and slaves in the game. And they are very expensive for the Cult of New Haven. Jason Bovey, nurse, very needy as well. Yeah, I want to just trade. Let's trade. So they are wanting human meat. I don't know why they're wanting it, but I'm not going to question it. I'm going to sell it to them. And do we have a slave collar? Yeah. Oh, they're very much wanting it, as one would expect, I guess. That should probably do it for now. Maybe sell some of this. Accept. Get some trading going. As I was saying, I originally was playing the game back in the day. I remember getting into combat with a ship. I think it was just after the tutorial. And because I had 2 guns, I absolutely hammered the ship. I really did it in. And I thought, right, ship's not moving. Ship's guns are offline. Let's board it. Boarded it. Realised there was about 10 blokes. And they were all armed. And all my guys died. Actually, I don't think they died. I think they were just shot and then they basically pass out and then they were taken prisoner. So what I'm trying to say is it wasn't great. It wasn't ideal. So I put it to max speed, and what's happening now is the crew are systematically stripping the ship. Taking all the doors off. Literally the bulkheads are getting taken down. We will take this down to pretty much nothing. Sadly, it takes quite a while to do. And also, low CO2. I'm guessing because I'm trying to grow all of this, I won't have... Oh yeah, I've got almost no CO2. So I just can't support 4 grow beds. I think that's what it's telling me. Yeah, they're slowly growing. Each individual one is slowly growing now and again. But because they're using more CO2 than we have, they're not growing. I don't know if they can eventually just die off. But obviously I've turned off this gas scrubber. But it shows you the interconnection between the simulation and all of the items that we have and the objects. So I was originally having to use this gas scrubber. But I don't need to, because these are scrubbing the CO2 for me. So, that's good. There might be some downsides. And that's a lot of monster cops back there. So the ship has left the sector. The search and destroy. That's not really something I'm bothered about. You can see we are taking the doors off. And the walls and everything else. What do they actually make? Oh yeah, you've got set prisoner area, set refugee area, and then set slave area. And well, you can also draw on the ship. There's all different types of bulkheads and such. If we were to... don't really need more airlocks. I'm just checking really what you may need for things. Assembler. Still missing a resource. But the walls... Oh, there's the autopsy table. New research. Do I have a CO2? Well, there's artificial meat. CO2 producer. Yeah, let's craft one of those. Alright. Good grief, just realised just how much we've stripped this ship. There's not much left. Oh no, this was just set to the walls. That's what it looks like from the outside. And that's what our ship looks like from the outside. You can actually paint it as well, I believe now. And you can obviously change the walls. I actually prefer that one. Really? Oh, that one. Yeah, just see the out ones. So we've got another ship coming in. Civilians. ETA 3 hours. I'm assuming perhaps wrongly that they could turn up and start to strip that ship as well. I don't like that the autopsy table is classed as food. It's in the food tab. I don't know where an ideal place to put this would be. I don't think there is an ideal place for an autopsy table. I've not found one personally anywhere. So there's an autopsy table. So what happens then? Enables crew members to dissect and butcher various creatures. Use the medical priority to assign a crew member to the task. Butcher monster corpse. Right. So, oh. There is Brienne. She was butchering that. And what's she holding? I don't know what they're doing. Are we getting monster meat off it? Hang on, let's have a look. Right, I have 5 monster meat. 5 units of generic monster meat. Let's see if we get more off that. So, there's Honor. Who's having a look at that? Oh, that... Okay, it literally exploded. Oh yeah, we're getting monster meat. We are getting monster meat off this. Yes, well, I mean, I can probably sell it. It looks like this is fully stripped. I'm going to expedite that. I want them to get it done. Get the ship stripped. Or is that pretty much it? Is it fully stripped? No. Oh, yes. Yeah, it says probability none. Right. Sorted. Okay, let's jump. So, activate the HSS Orion's hyperdrive. They have to go to the navigation console, which they're doing there. And I think that's us. Preparing. Yep. Didn't talk to the Nightfall. We talked those earlier anyway. Jump! And I want to go over here. I want to go there eventually. I'm going to go here first. Get that. Check this thing out. Let's jump. And we'll have a little check, I think. Oh, perfect. Deploy. They're both over here, though. So we'll have a look at that. And this one is... I thought it was a bit closer than that, but apparently I'm miles away. So let's get these drafted. In you go. Honor. Ah, she's in a pod, sadly. What you like? Oh, look, it's going to have to be Brienne. Let's go ahead and... Well, we'll draft them. And pick up. Pick up the weapon. And get in there. And pod, off you go. Yeah, I must have put us further away. It's like the furthest away. I've literally put ourselves like as far away as possible. I don't think I can tell. Nah. I thought it was right next to it. What's this? Ship unstable and operations offline. Let's go in here. It's a fairly big ship. And... so we told them to get out. And because this is all open, we're very easily able, we're just able to shoot them. This is perfect for us, because they can't attack us. There's no... These Raelians... Raelians? I was going to say these aliens aren't ranged, but apparently I said Raelians, which is a completely different type of alien. And we're just blasting away there. There are other types as well. There's a one that's like horrible charger thing, and it really is quite horrible as well. I've not encountered any friendly aliens as well. I don't know whether these are supposed to be human-made or not either. Should really read the logs, but that would require a level of reading and effort that I sadly do not possess. Right, and that's it. Undraft you, undraft you. Let's... Oh, you can claim this one. So this is a claimable ship, so I can claim it. So we now have this ship. Alright. So... Dismantle? Yeah. Accept. Dismantle the entire thing. So we now have another ship. Because you can create a fleet, you see. But I've told them to dismantle this entire thing. Transfer everything to the Orion. It's going to take a while to do this. But hopefully getting all of these is going to help us right out. So sometimes you may find a ship that might have better technology or something. Which is cool. That means you can, you know, strip it for parts, or maybe even just take it over and just say, yeah, this is my ship now. It's got better stuff. We're still out of a lot of things, synthetic meat and nuts and stuff. How are we doing for research? CO2 producers on the way there. And looks like they're... I don't know what they were eating there, but they went to here and started eating things. Which I'm hoping isn't monster meat. But you don't know until you know. How we doing over here? They are dismantling it. And that's an X1 power generator. So yes, it actually has more technology than I have. And I think they're actually repairing it. So I've told them to dismantle it. Yeah, basically said dismantle everything. Windows and everything. Dismantle. It's taken them a while, but they're getting there. And I'll have to abandon this thing. I assume you can. Shows the crew there and anything that's on it. Couple of parts. Oh, there's another ship. Which one's this? The Nightfall. It likes following us, that thing does. Oh, and there's another one here as well. There's the Search and Destroy. Are we being... Are we being spied on here? Oh, we've just had an accident as well. Diane's had an accident. I think something was set on fire. Oh, I'm being Lucy. There you are. Insufficient oxygen levels. Yeah, there will be on this place, definitely. Cannot remove spacesuit. Bad environment's oxygen and temperature. Yes, we are aware. I'm just worried that we may be spending an inordinate amount of time taking this thing apart when we really don't need to. No tools facility to build. Do you need tools to take it apart? I don't know. Yeah, we had fire on there. Well, I guess these guys are just going to go over and take it apart. Takes a while to scroll over for some reason as well. Dismantle a lot. Accept. Yeah, now they're taking it apart. Might have just not accepted it. Oh, look at all them resources. Tech blocks and info blocks and stuff. That's what we want. And once we've taken all this good stuff out, I mean, we could even dismantle the walls. I don't think we need to, though, because I don't think you get anything off it. But, like, things like this food and all of this. Can I just go to edit? Move hull. Scrap it! Done! Yeah. Oh yeah, that's definitely happening. Right, so we are literally taking it down to nothing. Wow. I should probably remove... should move these resources, shouldn't I? So we'll go for transfer all to the Orion. Oh, we've got some hull blocks. No, they're info blocks. We haven't got any hull blocks. Got some food though. Got some fruits, which is good for us. And the airlock. I think we'll probably have the last thing. That'll probably be the last thing to remove. I'm most likely just not going to bother with this ship. I guess there's a way to sack it off. I can move stuff. Deselect it. What if there's any scrappers that come along and you can do it that way? That'll be interesting. Sell it to scrappers. There's the guys coming along just to take it apart again. See, they're just ripping the whole thing apart. There'll still be a bit of debris left over. Yeah, taking that apart's not actually giving us anything, I don't believe. And oh, are them getting destroyed? Oh no, they're still there. They are still there. That's good. I'm gonna say these things I definitely want to transfer over. Select all. Go. And there's probably only going to be that airlock left. There's the shuttle coming over, and they're going to transfer everything to the proper vessel. You can see they're picking it all up and they put it in. There's a lot of detail to the game, I find. The sprites here, because like, they take these boxes over and then like sort of put it in this little conveyor here, and it goes in and it's like, you know, all pressurized and stuff. This means you don't have to depressurize and repressurize the airlock just for a box, which I think is quite a nice touch. It's also telling us about a hull breach over here. You think? Yes, I think we have a hull breach. Once we've transferred everything over, I will why are these not being dismantled as well? There you go. I don't know if there's any special sections. But yeah, once we've done all that, transferred it over. Don't want to stuff put over there. Don't want to clean it. Yeah, turn all that off. Select all. Definitely transfer it. Still more parts. Don't know if any of these will be of any great use as well, but we shall see. You can also eject item. Ship unstable. Yeah, I've sort of figured that out my own self. I can tell by the fact that it's in 14 different sections, all of them more burnt than another. I'm also seeing that they're being exposed to the atmosphere. See that's all frosty? If we go to temperature, that's actually 37 degrees, 42 degrees, minus. I don't know why it's like that. That's curious. I don't know how we have that, but there you are. And as I say, I'll have to figure out how to get rid of this thing. Visible resources, display resources. There's our fleet. Yeah, as if we... Oh, CO2 producer. Good. So I can place that down now. Over to the other ship. I'll just double click there and zoom in. And there we go. So we need to place our CO2 producer, which I'm going to guess it'll be in life support. No. CO2 producer. Place that there. That will generate CO2. I will have to obviously monitor this. Jobs. It has got jobs set to it. So it's going to produce CO2. I wonder what it uses. Needs carbon to operate. There's our CO2 levels. Oh, it's up to 13, 17. Oh yeah, it's going up now. Right. So I wonder if there's a way to set it to only be on when it needs to be. Oh, it did say idling there. So maybe it gets to a certain point and then stops. Who knows? That's what I'm saying about this is all new territory for me. So we've only got a couple of blocks there. A couple of these info blocks and stuff. You know what? Do I need to carry the rest of it? I think we're fine. I think we're going to leave. Everyone's sleeping. Everyone actually woke up now. We're going to set the ship. Prepare for jump. The Orion. This thing can't jump, obviously. Can I leave it? Mining pods recalled. Shuttles are restricted. I'll just check over here. What's it got left to transfer? Info block and soft block. I don't think I need necessarily much more. Oh, a couple of soft blocks would be nice. No, let's just jump. I've had enough of this system. For better or worse, we are jumping away. And what's that there? Oh, that's the different ones, right? Fine. Jump. Following the left behind. Jump. Yeah, so that's how you get rid of it. So going over here, and we'll also figure out what's there. Ah, there's another derelict ship. I found that a lot of my time I do spend just going to different ships, and all of them being derelict, and basically trying to strip them all. Let's go ahead and get all those base metals, all of those noble metals, and Hyperium. We are low on Energium, which is what's powering these. I mean, I could be like 30 seconds away from a total failure state for all I know. This thing, whether I'm going to stop it, I don't think we need 2 generators on the go. It's just going to use more stuff. But at least food we should be okay for now, which is good. How much Energium do we have? 1. Oh dear. Right. How do we produce more of that? I'm going to assume that assembler? No. No. It will be metal refinery, no. Advanced. Energy refinery. Energy crystals and energy rods and raw Hyperium and hyperfuel. Releases hazardous gas and is noisy. Don't particularly like the sound of that. But I think we will leave it there. Mainly because this game's probably over with by the look of it. I'm about to run out of energy. I have no idea if that is going to be the case or not. But that's a bit of space saving. This is my second or third attempt to get back into the game. It does very much feel like you have to hit your head against a brick wall in order to figure the thing out. A friend who's got 90 odd hours on it has given me some tips. But yeah, and I've had a quick look about online. But I prefer trying to find my own way through games. But yeah, it seems to be that is the case. But certainly you've done a lot better than the last time. And still having fun. But I think I would probably not spend as much time stripping ships. But the fun's in finding out. And we have found out that apparently you need a lot more CO2 to grow these things than you expect. And also, research is really, really key. And getting things like CO2 Producer, the Composter, Assembler, all of these early on. There's also a solar panel as well, which is pretty cool. I don't think that was in the game when I last played it. But yeah, just enjoying getting back into the game. Haven't yet encountered any hostiles in space that we have to shoot with other space guns, as in like a proper ship versus ship fight. I'm assuming that will come along. The galaxy is considerably larger than I expected. So we're in this system, I think, and that goes to others here, and then that goes to these. So, as you might imagine, there is quite a lot to see. And I'm assuming it gets more difficult as you go towards... Well, that's a skull. Pirate Coalition System. Cult of New Haven. Uncontrolled. Safe system. I wonder if these change hands as well as the game goes on. Who knows? Either way, we're going to be leaving it there for now. It's a bit of space saving. If you have any tips, suggestions, comments, etc. for how not to die in space and not to have a horrible death, by all means let me know. If you want to see more of the game, let us know too, because I've been enjoying playing it and do not mind featuring. Either way, hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.